Hello everyone and welcome to the second sit down with Olly and Josh. We got some amazing feedback from the last show, so we decided to do another one, and another one is coming. So thank you again, Josh, for joining me. We have some amazing topics coming up. We have a coffee party here as well, so we skipped the water today. We're going straight to the coffee tonight, and we're gonna bounce into it. Firstly, we got up is a very interesting topic, and that is players club hopping.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, you can take us on this one because you came up with it. Club hopping. Guys, not literally club hopping. So jumping from team to team.
Yeah. Obviously I often get a lot of messages from players to ask me about or ask me to get into a club or keep on moving to different clubs and stuff like that, you know. And I often, like, the thing is, what I don't understand is that players, they tend to want to hop from the same or different club in the same LFA, which for me I feel like it doesn't make sense. I feel like if you let's say you're in the Northern's LFA, right, and you now just want to go to a different club in the Northern's, like, I mean, there's still politics within the.
But like, do you think there's a difference if you like go from one LFA to another, or do you? Because the football is maybe better, or.
Yes, I do. If I look at across the whole, if I look at across the whole LFA, I do feel that certain LSA's football is a bit higher in terms of level, and also the important thing is organisation. Like I've coached in the LFA, in the Tiger Big LFA, and I've coached in the Northern's LFA. So that's the only two LFAs that I coach in. Now, but I've also seen how things run in the other LFAs as well. So in terms of organisation, I get that, but I feel like in terms of players that wants to go from Milano to Bayview, like, which happens a lot within the matches playing, or from Vasco to Effin Rangers, or from, you know, things like that.
Yeah, but you also have to ask, like, why are they doing that? Because
but it's the same thing. It's like we don't get enough time. We don't get enough game time. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Favoritism. Actually, favoritism is the first thing. The coach favors. Yeah, and then also, but players would never. Not many players speak about the structure. They would mainly mention those two things, which I feel.
Like, if you go to another club, you must already know that club has maybe a better structure.
Yes, exactly.
Or something, they're doing something different that attracts you, man.
Yes.
But also, it's also the thing of, like, coaches, they like to make promises to players.
Yes, that's
also a thing that players mustn't always fall into that trap of promises, because I mean, in my opinion, all LFA teams are on one level.
Yeah.
Maybe there's certain things that's done differently.
Yeah.
That's maybe better. But I don't. If you're moving, you should move to academy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I always
so
tell
you don't
players,
feel
where you are, you need to just be playing. If you're not playing, that's different. I understand. Then you can maybe move.
Yeah.
Because I mean, your goal is to play at an academy, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would be maybe the only reason why you should move. Because favoritism and all that stuff in other clubs is well.
Exactly. And now, isn't it more difficult for you? Because aren't you already out of favor if you go to a new club? Because now you have players.
Unless the coach brought you
there. Exactly.
And that usually happens if like, say, a coach leaves a club, he takes some of his players with him. You see?
Yeah.
So,
look. Okay, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But I'm gonna come back to in terms of structures. So you get certain LFAs that fields is run by a certain organization. For example, the city looks after certain fields in this LFA, and in certain LFAs, the clubs look after the fields, right? So we can go to that, where you feel like this team starts pre-season in November because they can, but this team has to wait until March. So
facilities and
stuff like that. Now you think to yourself, clubs that want to take kids off the street, because the kids need to train and to find like there's lots of challenges. I get that, but I think a kid maybe that's a bit more intelligent would go deep into that and say, okay, but this guys, I'm waiting. It could be like that.
I think that's also where the parents come in.
The parents come in as well, right? But I think that the whole thing of the game time thing, I feel like that's almost weakness, if I can put it, that's the right word, in terms of like At the end of the day,
I understand
dude,
what you're saying.
you need to just work.
Yeah, I understand that, but also that also comes from the coach in a way, because are we playing to win? Are we playing to develop players?
Yeah,
what
true.
Is the reasons behind
Exactly.
that? You understand?
Yeah, where's your development level?
And
12,
also,
16?
you're an LFA team. You're not. How can I say? You're not forced to win. I would say. Like Cape Town City, they have to win everything. Stellenbosch, they have to win everything. You know, they have to win the academy, sort of an academy. But I mean, the LFA club.
But the LFA clubs need to obviously
they have to
compete. They have to compete to bring attraction, to bring sponsors, to bring. There's different reasons to why clubs need to win.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
but also it's also about what is your goal, what is your idea with the club. You understand? Are you there to like produce players, or are you there to win things? Yeah.
Then again, also in terms of like what's the big picture of the club? Where does the club want to go? Do they want to get the best in there so they can somehow compete against academies? Because now we see clubs doing that now, where sponsorships are coming in, players are coming in, better coaching is coming in, so more development, so which means now teams can compete. Because I mean, look at the Bell final, we had a non-academy 2 years in a row against an academy. So that's also another way of looking at it in terms of that. But I want to come back to the player aspect in terms of like, I feel like the player itself, like there's sort of like favoritism. And look guys, everywhere in your life is how it works. Favoritism at school, favoritism at your sports where you love, favoritism at work.
A matter of preference also, man.
Yeah.
The coach's preference.
Exactly.
And like in football, it's also about preference, like what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah.
This coach might not like you, that coach might like you, you know. It works like that. In life it works like that also, So
as a player, let's take a 15-year-old. If he's been at the club 2-3 years and he's now in a different section with a different coach, he decides he sees now, okay, maybe the first 3-4 games he's not getting chosen, maybe he's getting 5-10 minutes. Now he's going back home, he complains by his parents. Now they decide, okay, they want to rather move him going somewhere else. So whatever, same thing, because I know of a few players that bounced to 3, 4, 5 clubs in like a matter of 2 years.
Yeah.
So if you look at the whole picture, right? How many players in general around the whole world become successful from bouncing from club to club to club to club? Are they really happy? I mean, are you really consistent? It's like almost changing jobs. They're treating me unfair at work, I'm gonna change job. Like when do you feel the player really should jump? I mean, you already said you don't believe players that should jump in different LFAs. I think it's okay. It depends. No, but your point is valid. But I feel like they can.
It must be the right team, but the LFA for me doesn't matter.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna compete to be in the Engen. We're all gonna compete to be in the Bayview.
Of course.
Of course. Because that's where scouts go.
Exactly.
Scouts not gonna really go to a league game.
Yeah.
But in a way, they will go check your league games out because they want to see you over a certain period of time.
Yeah.
But I still feel that it doesn't matter. The league doesn't matter for me. The league doesn't matter.
Also,
I know you feel different about that, but
no. Also, clubs are also getting in, like I said, more sponsorship, more money, so they get to buy equipment where players can get recorded, which helps you. You think you say, I want to go there because they can record me. I can build a profile. Like
exactly, that's what I'm saying. The type of club you go to. Obviously, they see stuff like that. They're like, oh, my club doesn't have that. You understand?
No, like for me, before we end off, like for me, I don't have an issue with players moving from LFA to LFA. But in terms of moving to a different club in the same LFA, I feel like no. I feel like
at the same level.
Same level.
You know what I mean?
Like I feel like no. I feel like bite it out, fight harder, be extra, do extra things. Like ask yourself, why am I not doing peak? Maybe you're doing the same thing. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe you need to change your way of doing things. Do you understand?
And also do your research, man. There's such a lot of stuff on YouTube that can help you.
Exactly.
You don't really need a coach. You can do work on your own. You
exactly.
Know what I mean?
100%. No, 100%.
So also look at like other players. Like look at articles and see what type of things they did. Small things that will 100%. Help you. You know what I mean?
No, of course, 100%. Yeah, no, no. I think that's valid points. So yeah, I hope you guys all get that. But yeah, guys, just bite it. Just guys, I know you keep on hearing the same thing. Work harder. I get that, but remember, in your life, it's always going to be challenging. Everywhere you're going to go. So just keep on fighting, keep on pushing, keep on doing different things, keep on asking the questions, ask the coach, what can I do to become better? What am I doing wrong? What can I work on? Yeah. Believe me, a player come to me like that, yo.
Yeah, you'll be happy because
definitely,
you understand? Okay. This is the first player to ask
you ask me questions, you know what I mean? So yeah, in terms of it's a pity that the LFA isn't getting run the same way, and that's the sad thing. I feel like the unfairness in certain aspects of the game, and I think there's still a big gap between that. So yeah, I mean, if I look at the fields, for example, in the Atagabic LFA, they all really look after.
They're ready to.
Yeah,
like they started on time. No?
Yeah, exactly.
I know in Langa they still waiting
starting
for fields.
On time,
you know
but there's a lot of players without cards because of the card situation. So all those little things, man, that needs to be addressed. I think like in South Africa football in general, things needs to be done 3 or 4 months earlier.
Yeah.
Why are we waiting in the last?
Like let's have a cut-off date. All teams must be ready at that time, you know what I mean?
Exactly, I mean imagine a player.
And the thing is, man, like this one, like ask a favor.
Yeah.
I know about this. Ask a favor, look here. It's alright, man, look my way for this, you know what I mean? Not like to allow the person to play, but just to give him an extension or something like that, you know what I mean?
100%. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's fair enough. I think the audience do get it. So yeah, I think we can move on to the next topic.
I don't know if you want to tie the depression and failure. It's also with in terms of game time.
We could go on that as well.
But I think it's similar to what we just spoke about.
Yeah, we can touch a bit the base on it.
Working hard on your craft.
Yeah.
Trying to find ways. Don't just give up, you know what I mean?
But let's just take it a bit away from football. So like in terms of you letting one particular sport depress you because things aren't going your way, instead of having different things to keep your mind busy. Like for example, your schoolwork is very important.
Yeah.
Your because now you've got pressure at school, pressure at the sport. You're putting all that pressure on because of the sport. So that's why obviously confidence is very important. And I feel like if a player is not that smart but he's got confidence off the field, on the field, he can take it to school.
Yeah.
You know, so which help him a lot. But I mean, like, there's a lot of things. I feel like players shouldn't just look at just football. Because like we said, that so many players just there's a lot of players that doesn't become football players. Professional
like there's a lot of players, but there's limited opportunity.
Exactly.
You understand? So you have to try and don't just throw all your eggs in one basket and say you're gonna make it in football.
Exactly.
You know, you have to.
Have to be really special, and you have to be a favorite. You have to be a favorite. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, look, a lot of players. I know a lot of players going through different types of depression. Whether it's an injury or whether it's game time or whether it's not being favorite at your team, or whether it's or whether it's just not getting to where you want to get to the level. And I feel like what I've noticed, especially in the young players, is that they're rushing. They're like, why am I not there? Why am I not there?
The thing is, man, like it's other players in better situations.
Yeah.
So now they also want to be there. So that's where it starts. Now that's the problem. Don't compare yourself to like other players, like for example Kaka. That's already train with the first team. You understand?
Yeah.
And I know like there's players that get impatient. And that affects the game. That's the thing, man. Now you're playing to show off every game. Show off the coaches here.
Yeah.
Just play a normal game according to the instruction. Do what you must do. You will get the opportunity. If you don't get it, then it's not meant to be. Unfortunately, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think also comparing is a big problem, man.
Also, what I also see
different walks, but
I also see, and that's very valid, because I also see a lot of players who's moved now from an academy to another or a different academy, or maybe you got a release, or and I love that I see now certain players almost stepping up. They almost now go another gear.
Yeah,
and it's not easy.
These players now that understand that it's not if you're at the academy, it doesn't mean if you don't make it there that you're not gonna make it in
somewhere
football.
else, exactly. In football, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just taking a different route, maybe. You understand? Maybe we go to the SAB or ABC or whatever. You know?
No, 100%, and that's quite nice. So that is also a nice positive to look at in terms of how players can lift themselves up again. Because there's a lot of things. I feel like there's enough things now on social media that can also inspire you. There's a lot of things now at our disposal that can inspire us, you know. So I mean, even these little videos, things like that, or players. A lot of players, when they post the picture, they always have this quote, and I always tell myself, do you actually live up to this quote? Is that quote is there? So that goes well with the picture. And I feel like players, I read some amazing quotes. Like really, I look at I even feel like the picture that I maybe took or whoever took the quote just go well with it. And I'm like, wow, you know. But I want the players to actually start going with that quote. You know, live up to it. Yeah. Give yourself a challenge to live up to that quote. You understand? Because it's easy just to say something or type something. Whatever, the school. I'm gonna see how many people like it. That's boring. You know what I mean? But actually, push yourself. You know what I mean?
I always tell players like, just try to remember why you started playing football.
Yeah.
Like for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Or maybe for your family.
Yeah.
Or for whatever circumstance you're going through.
Exactly.
That's the. And keep the main thing, man.
You're saying now for the love of the game, but I also see a lot of. I don't know if I see more frustrating players than actually happy players. Like it's almost at the balance at the moment because, and I'm asking myself like, you're so young. You know, you've got the world at your feet. I wish I was your age.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
because they don't understand, man. The thing is, it comes from comparing, man. That's where the unhappiness comes from.
Very important.
If you're there and I'm there, we're the same age.
Yes.
Then it really sits with you. And I understand that frustration because I was a player as well. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Comparing, don't compare yourself to other players.
Why are they not enough players that's standing out? Like there's a lot of and this is the thing, like in Cape Town we have a lot of people, like you said, comparing each other, players comparing each other, and obviously in life if you compare yourself to another person, you're never gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna know, you know what I mean. So now I know a few players, and I'm not gonna say a handful because there's quite a few, but it's too little that I feel like that are different, that can't take that doesn't compare, but they have their own little bubble and they tell themselves every day, this is me against me. Like why is it difficult for players to go in that version of themselves than to just compare and follow? Is it just in terms of society, in terms of social media, in terms of
what is the social media, but it plays a big role because everything's on social media, everyone can see it, they can see it, and when they post something, maybe they're not even posting anything, they're just looking at what this guy is doing and how. And the thing is that the point that they're also missing is if you actually watch that but on social media, you'll see that the kind of stuff that he went through and where he was, man. You understand? The work that he's putting in, like especially off season, you always see those off season videos of like, quite this brother's working hard. You see, so don't just look at the brother on top or you see him on TV as the final product, man. Try to do your research, man. What did he go through? You know what I mean? And always understand that everyone is a different path. Try to understand it. But it's hard to get over, man. It's hard to get over it.
You're talking about off season, like we're also gonna touch base on in terms of like your circle of friends that you have. Like at off season, you know.
It's a hard time for footballers, no?
You know, and like, because the thing is, I always tell players, good times is always gonna be there. It's never gonna run away. Like for me, like it's never gonna run away.
You're not missing out.
You're not missing out on anything, guys. You're really so. I feel like, and that's the problem. There's too many that wants to be the same and not want to be different. Like, be different, guys. Be different. It's awesome to be different. Like, think yourself. Your friends going out. You say, nah, guys, it's fine, guys. I'm not gonna go. You graphing here. You graphing in private. You doing extra sessions. You watching motivational things in private. 2-3 years you tell yourself, imagine I went out with that guy all the time, where would I been today? Because if you think about it, how many of you guys can tell me today that your friends come to watch all your games? That same friends that want you to go out with them is not going to watch your games. So what's their purpose? Why are they in your life? If I've got a brother that's playing top level,
you feel quiet.
Brother, you got tickets, I wanna watch, or like how do give me like, I wanna feel like that, man.
Also try to think like,
you know what I mean?
Don't you wanna be that brother they look up to?
Yes, brother, like exactly. You know, so that's why I say, like, guys, I know it's very difficult. Society is very difficult, and it's difficult to get rid of friends. It's difficult to let go, but there must become a point in your life where you mature enough to understand and ask yourself the question: what is this one doing in my life? What is this one doing in my life? What is this one doing in my life? What is this one? Which one of the five is actually like really always getting in contact with me, asking me how am I doing, how's football going, how's my mental health going? Which one of the five? If none of it
the thing is, like,
cut them, guys.
Like players that are like at the top level, they have lots of friends like that. But as soon as they out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
Those friends disappear, my friend.
Exactly. So guys, please, I want you guys all to learn from that. Like, don't be afraid to cut your friends. Believe me, you will see your rewards later. You will see people, like I said on my other video, like you attract what you are. And if you're doing things right and you're motivating and doing well off the field, you will just see people, the right people come in your life. Like look at Josh. He's just like, we connected,
relax.
We connected. We have been coffee together here. So, and it took me like 30 how many years to find this guy? So, I feel like, guys, a lot of us can really do well. Like a lot of us can really compete. But I feel like it's that mental problem we have. We don't put ourselves in the right position.
What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve?
Yeah.
You understand? And what you're willing to do to get to that.
Yeah, 100%.
You see?
Yeah, and also like just at the end of the day, like also, so want to congratulate all the footballers that I follow that also graduated from university. I mean, that's amazing. Still playing semi-pro. Some of them playing top level. Still, I mean, the guys can't do it. So those are people that doesn't have a lot of friends, that have a lot of time for people that actually graft off the field and graft on the field. Those I mean, imagine injury, can't play anymore. No problem. I've got an educational degree. I can take back all my football knowledge and put it into a situation where I can help the youngsters.
Yes.
So please, guys, find something. Please, guys.
Education
is so important.
The dream thing is critical for players.
Yes, I mean, clubs need to implement those things also now. I mean, I wish there was enough funding for every club. They could implement educational programs within the football.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's happening overseas. So I wish we can be there. But yeah, thanks guys. Thank you for that, Josh. We can move on.
Yeah, obviously we wanted to touch on the Diski because Stellenbosch is like top of the league.
Yeah, Diski is buzzing. All I'm gonna say is, guys. All I'm gonna say is.
Oh yes, it's the.
All I'm gonna say is, guys.
Iris Valley, guys.
A few months ago.
I just want to say I didn't get anything of that. Let's start with Olly.
All I'm saying is Stellenbosch. I did say Stellenbosch will win the league. That's what I said.
When did you say that?
That's not to you.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you the conversation that I had with the person, but I'm gonna claim that. Look, they can still lose it, but I'm just saying. I looked at the team.
Stellies is playing Chiefs, right?
This weekend.
And we know what Chiefs did last weekend. They drew against Sundowns. That's why Stellenbosch is on top now.
But we're coming to the boss. These guys are good at home. Just like City, I haven't lost at home. But when they play away,
that's
different. But the statement, 4-0 statement against City last week.
It was a big statement. I think
that was a huge statement.
Tulani Mini scored a hat-trick.
What is he? We spoke about him, was he a false 9?
The thing is
false 10?
We always thought that they don't play with a striker, but they very
they fluent. Well done to the coach.
Well
done to the coach for
because you saw that Mervyn Borges is not going to be available all the time. Let's try something different.
I feel like there's more freedom. Plays it, they're roaming around.
You see with that, you also bringing Kyle into the game, and you can see Kyle is playing. You see,
buzzing
because of the fluency, man.
Kyle Bailey, guys, is buzzing.
Fluency.
Buzzing, yeah. So we got 3 games left. Stellenbosch is ahead with 3 points. Sundowns is second. Sundowns was leading for quite some time.
They were leading for a couple of weeks,
yeah.
So now they're second behind my 3 points.
And they've got this weekend. They got Chiefs and they got.
I don't know who Sundowns actually playing, but I know Stellies is playing Chiefs. City's first playing Spurs, 10 o'clock game.
Okay, so we're going to Stellenbosch this weekend. I know why I'm going. I don't know if John's also going to get some, but hopefully the person's watching. No, I'm going to be.
You know what? You must already got his one, I want my one.
Guys, please make it 2, guys. Please make it 2. We come in peace. So I'm excited. And I don't feel bad for not going last weekend. Because this weekend's going to be good. And we didn't even know this was going to happen.
We did know about it, but we forgot about it. Because you know what, Tony's always at the bio, man. I remember.
He did tell us, you're right.
He told us at
the it was a while ago.
Tony's always the guy that reminds us.
Thanks, Donovan Brown.
So yeah, and also Stellenbosch, top team, second on the log. 23 games unbeaten. What do you think? Yeah. 23 games unbeaten. You know what the sad thing is about this? They might lose some of their players.
Big money move. Is Stellenbosch a selling club?
Like there was selling
the-
club.
is
Let's be
Are they not?
honest.
They don't think they want to
But the
compete
coach
to win the
want to
league, or what?
Want to compete.
I'm sure he wants to win the league.
Because I mean, they want, like he said in the press conference, he wants to retain his players, but it's honestly hard.
But I mean, there must be some way that players will think, yo, second. Like, let's go another year and see if we can win it.
Yeah, because but if you look at the players that, like, in the media, in terms of rumors, if you want to talk transfer news, Dino, Van Rooyen, that's a rumor, and Chiefs wants him. It's a rumor for now. The Jaden Adams one, that's more concrete. There's actually talks. So I think that's a big one now. I can see him playing for Sundowns.
What do you think they'll pay for him?
What people selling?
No, not selling. I'm thinking in terms of transfer. What do you think they'll pay for him?
I don't know.
10, 12?
The problem is I don't know what's his contract, the length of his contract.
Oh yeah.
So if it was 2 or 3 years, they pay more. You know what I mean?
Of course.
If it's the end of his contract, then they don't pay anything. But what I can say is, if you look at Sundowns team, they have Mokoena. You must know Mokoena. When he doesn't play, you notice the difference, bruh. So I think they're trying to get someone similar to Jaden.
I love him.
Yeah, because he's not completely similar
Nah,
to
I
Jaden.
see what you're saying.
But there's similar features that he has as well. Maybe he doesn't have the long range shot like Mokoena.
What else do they want? They got everything.
But yeah, I can see him fitting in there. And I think it's the mandate of Sundowns to sign all the best Sundowns players. They're also interested in Jaden Rhodes, no? But I think concrete yet, like in terms of talks. But yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, well, on that same point, they're playing Sundowns the 5th of May in Stellenbosch.
Yeah, we probably also gonna be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Let's go to Stellenbosch a lot now. No?
Yay!
You see what Cape Town teams are doing?
Yay, guys! Yo.
If Cape Town City was in the semi-finals, we would have gone so far now. We might go to Stellenbosch again. Twice. That's gonna be twice in.
Yeah, but speaking top, I mean City was second there for a while. No?
Yeah, they dropped over a lot.
They dropped the performances for the last few games.
I mean, like,
dropped a lot,
9 games without a win.
Yeah.
The last time
what
they
do you think
won,
it is? Because it does based last time in terms of the play.
I thought that it was not playing style, but it's more about them having the young team. The younger players was the ones that stood out in the beginning, right? So obviously with younger players you're gonna have a top, you're gonna be inconsistent. So that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
That's what's happening now. And also they brought in a couple of new players also into the midfield, so they kind of in the phase of restructuring the team again, you know what I mean? So that's what I put it down to. I don't know what you see, what the reasons is. Is it a playing style? Do you think they're not playing?
Honestly guys, they're probably gonna hate me for saying this, but the thing is this. I mean
they don't attack enough?
No, like they got nice, they look awesome in training, got amazing videos, like their social page is buzzing. I mean they probably got one of the best pages. But then come performance, like Man United, they look happy in training, but come performance wise, on the day, there's a different team. So I'm trying to understand the picture. I'm trying to understand the picture. When I look at the Diski team, the way they train, that's the way they're playing. Like the way they look in training, the way they're playing. You understand?
So you're saying they're not transferring the training?
Yeah, I feel like I want to know what is the problem? Why is it not transferred? Like it's almost like the energy. Have you seen on the games? The energy is completely different.
It's not that high. Like
so that's why I want to know that. I mean, I'm just asking the question.
I can't be fatigued because they don't play that much.
Yeah.
They're not in a lot of cups. They don't play in Africa, so I don't see.
Yeah.
For me, I see it as a young team going through a top. That's all.
It's okay. That's
what I see. That's what I see, and I understand the social media part. They have to do that also for sponsors and all those things. And I know what you're saying. Like if a team goes through the top, you don't really want to see videos.
Yeah.
Of the team like being happy and stuff.
Yeah,
and
like
come the Cape Town they lose.
But that's sad, man, because that's a picture that gets portrayed the whole time, and we don't. Yeah, and then we excited fans, excited to go, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's not lived up to the hype.
World football, I guess, but still.
Yeah, but then we have to move to our neighbors, the other neighbors. You know, Cape Town
Spurs. Before we go there, let's quickly take a break. That's going to be quite a topic to speak about, so we'll be back. And everyone, we are back. Short break. No more coffee left. Still a coffee left. Still a little bit of coffee left.
Yeah, so we back.
Yeah, so we're going to go straight. Yeah, like we said, we're going to go straight into Spurs. Still lost, unfortunately. Like I said, not playing the worst football. but just not getting the points. You know, so they obviously 8 points away from second last.
Yeah, the 8 points behind Richards Bay. They're playing Richards Bay next,
which is Friday, 7:30 at Atlant Stadium.
Yeah.
And then what's the next features?
The next feature, so they're playing Richards Bay Friday.
Okay, I want to say 3.
Then they're playing again home against Polokwane City.
Okay, I want to say 6.
And then they're playing away Supersport. And they're playing away Golden Arrows. And the last one, home Kaizer Chiefs. And we know that that's going to be a tough one. So...
Okay, let me ask you this question. The $1 million question. Do you feel Spurs will eventually have the edge to get out of last place? Based on the features.
I can say, like, if they can... Based on the features, I don't see it. Polokwane City. Let me show you where they lay. They are 11th position, but they're actually playing a good football, positive football, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to get a result. Not trying to get a result, but they're trying to win the game. When I watch Spurs, I don't think they're trying to win the game. It doesn't feel like they're trying to win the game, man. I don't know if you get that feeling. Like, I feel like they play counter-attacking football, try to be compact, right? But when they get the ball, the outlets, I don't see outlets, man. I don't see outlets.
Do you look? The games I've watched, I feel like the officials have been really against them. Like I'm sorry to bring it up, Josh, but
I think it's always like the official can be how bad.
Yeah.
If you score goals,
yes, I was going to say that. Yeah. Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, it is a factor because every coach seems to be complaining about the officials nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad actually for South African football. So you feel like they're not going to get out of the relegation zone?
I don't like I said, if they can beat the Richards Bay on Friday, it will give them a better chance because then it will be down to 5 points. And then anything can happen. But if they lose on Friday, I think it will be the last straw. I don't know how you feel. And that's sad because...
Honestly, I feel extremely sad also for the Diski boys.
Yeah, obviously.
It's been their first year in Diski, and they've got some nice talented boys in there. Also, like, and the question has to be asked, like, what happens in this place? Do you feel like other clubs are smiling at it?
There's obviously a lot of players there that will get moves, for sure.
Yeah. Because I mean, if they can relegate it now, I mean, it was 5 years out of the PSL. Do you think it will take them another 5 or longer to get back into it?
You never know because it's difficult. It's difficult to come out.
NFD is difficult.
It's difficult to get out the NFD. It's competitive, but you also have again the officials is also not on that standard. The fields is different. It's different. The games are not all televised, which is also a factor because that's where the whole corruption and all those type of things happen. You understand?
High football.
Huh? Spurs.
Yeah.
What do you think they need to change? Because look, the players that they have.
Yeah, look, he's not obviously given a run for the young players. He's been giving all the games recently. I mean, he's been having 5-6 young players starting right now. Is it working?
To a certain extent, it did work.
Does he need to bring a more experienced players in now just to take them over the line? Does he need to mix it properly? Is the mix right?
Is the way they play right?
That's
a lot of questions to ask because traditionally Ajax Cape Town play a more attractive style of football. Even Cape Town Spurs of old play a more attractive style of football. So I don't...
And that also poses the question in terms of like a player coming from a Diski who's buzzing. Obviously he's getting a chance in the PSL now. He's not playing the same brand of football. He had to adapt to that.
It's a difficult one.
It's a very
I had an argument with someone with that also really like. They say that the style of play should be all the same, top level, and then I agree. It's easier if they come with the ski to the PSL.
Exactly.
But also, like I also said, the players need to be able to adapt. You understand, to different playing styles.
If you look at the whole PSL structure in general, like the teams on the top is Sundowns. They play the same brand of football that Diski's playing. Exactly the same brand of football. So for those players it's quite easy to jump in there. But if I look at the other teams, even Stellenbosch playing the same brand, they play very similar. So it's easy. But now why is the other teams, so many teams not?
Because the thing is, man, like if you compare Sundowns to Spurs, like they in two different situations, man. Spurs, they scared of losing. Sundowns don't care, they just play to win.
But don't you want to play now almost like you've got nothing to lose?
They have nothing to lose.
Like in terms of like just go
They have their status to lose.
Yeah.
They have their status to lose, and I think that is the reason why players are also a bit held back, or I don't know. But the message for me should be, let's try and win games, man.
Yeah.
Let's try and win. Let's try and
play more positive. I'm going to give them. I'm
giving them a chance.
I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna say, look, they will come out of it. I feel like they might in second last. I'm not sure if they can in third last. I'm not sure how far the points are. I haven't checked. And then they'll still have to go to the playoffs.
If they do in second last, they go to playoffs.
Yeah.
So, but
for Cape Town football, I just don't want them to get eliminated. That is wrong. You know what I mean? It's
and just like Cape Town Spurs as an academy, they're
huge.
They produce players for the league, not only for the first team, for the league.
Exactly.
Look at last night's game. Tazariq Matthews, Ajax Cape Town. Boose, Ajax Cape Town. Chowdhury February came on. Ajax Cape Town. We need this team in the league,
we do. Come on, boys. Come on. Get it for us over the line, please, man. So that is our deep dive into Cape Town Spurs. And then we'll
it's a tough one, but let's hope they can.
Come on, boys.
They need to start with a win on Friday. That's not negotiable, but they have to win on Friday.
Yeah, but can you imagine like how the players confident, like the level of.
But like after the break, I thought things would be different because when they started so well, and they're like, okay, I can see the differences.
Yes.
They more compact, and then it's like something just again. They like maybe fell back into their old ways, or I don't know.
I'd like to know what.
Because if I look at the squad, there's a lot of good players there.
Yes. A lot of good players that started.
Maybe they're not playing the style that suits the players. That's my thing. Are they playing the style that suits the players? That's a question you must also ask.
He's obviously been experimenting. But I think his experiment's over now. He needs to know, I feel like he's got some players in the bench that needs to start. I mean, don't want to say names.
Some names.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I spoke to that player. We spoke to him on Sunday. We change the game when he comes on. I mean, can't we just?
The thing is, man, like the team needs to. I'm not saying that they need to be expensive. They need to be more positive in the way they play. They need to have outlets. That's what I think. If you compact and you defending in a low block, then you need to then know when you get the ball, you want to play it. You understand? And sometimes it doesn't look like they know where they're gonna play the ball. That's the thing, man. And I understand it's hard because when you get the ball, the team presses you in your own half. It's hard to get it out quickly. You know what I mean? So.
I mean the goal they conceded, halfway line goal. Against Gokuna. It's a massive goal.
Yeah, but you also have the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, like, could he have just punched it though?
I don't know.
He was a bit unsure with the
It's a good goal, but also the goalkeeper also contributed to that goal, man.
But anyway, good luck with that, boys.
Upcoming tournaments.
We've got the Bayview under 16 tournament with 1,000 teams in. I don't know how they
played qualifiers already, so it's the main.
So it's the main, so it's on the 16th of June to 22nd, I think. It's the longest tournament. Jeez, I don't know.
I like going to that tournament because it's close to my home.
I feel like they need to change the fields, man. Unless they look after the fields in the proper man. I don't know how it looks now, but every time I go there, it's a sand.
The field is a bit better than it was, but I don't know what's it now like.
Yeah, it's obviously Albinos will play on it.
Because it was not the league started.
So we'll probably make a turn there. And then we've got the bigger one, which is the Engen. What is the...
You have the teams that qualified there.
If I look at the teams that qualified, the last qualifying round was this Sunday. But if I look at the teams, some nice teams in here. We've got 16 teams. We've got Ayetu, Blackbirds, Everton, Cape Town City, Rijersdal, FN Rangers, Cape Town Spurs, Hellenic, Vasco, Valhalla United, Valencia, Rebels, South River Celtic, Ubuntu, Stellenbosch, and then a new team, which is Sava Cape Town, which is also a team that was in the bell. Probably because they're hosting it, so they probably could put a team in there.
Similar team.
I don't know how many of those other players.
Obviously, some of the boys who are 19 won't be playing.
Yeah, exactly.
So there might be some changes
definitely. Like I mean, if I look at it, I love the Engen. I feel like in terms of quality in football, it's always on a level.
It's nice to see the new names because
exactly. I do.
Those teams actually play through qualifiers, man.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's not like they will just put there.
Yeah.
They actually got through.
It's tough to qualify there. Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited for that. I mean, last night we saw Linux under 18 beat Spurs 2-0 with that ball from Rivaldo.
I saw the highlight show this. Was a good
and he was a Spurs player. He was one of the best players in that Spurs setup going through. Obviously, he got the release for whatever reason. I'm not sure if he got the release. I'm not sure what the situation was. I don't want to go too deep in it. And then he going to go do that. 2 assists actually. He went to a free kick as well. So they won 2-0 last night.
Was it a league game?
It was a league game, yeah, because they're playing in the Premier One, Tiger Book. Which for me, it's like, why is the academy playing? If the other academies are all playing in the high performance league, and they've got more teams on the high performance league. I mean, you ask yourself why is the academies not in the league?
Actually, I wasn't actually aware of the hype. I heard about the high performance league
again.
Yeah, I know about before. I heard about it, but I heard it was dismantled or whatever.
Yeah, well, more teams is playing in it now, so I don't know. But yeah.
So Ubuntu and them are in there. They're not playing. They're not playing in another league or so.
No.
Okay.
No. So, but they're playing against the same team a lot of times.
Yeah, but I mean it's quality against quality every game, and that's critical for development.
So yeah, maybe we'll see later on. Because I did pose the question as well when I was coaching at a certain club that we should go in there at high performance, but I do feel that it helps the clubs as well. Maybe
I think that you like the teams that play there should be teams that are fully academy teams.
Yeah, 100%.
Because obviously you can't just say you want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And then your team doesn't show up on the day.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Because that's the whole point of the
high performance. Yeah, 100%.
Is to have steel against steel.
100%. 100%. So yeah, I'm very excited for the bell. Obviously, it's gonna be. I'm not sure where it's gonna be. Rumor have it that it's going to be at right.
The Engen.
Sorry, the Engen. Sorry, apologies. Engen. So we'll see what happens with that. I think the structure might be a bit different now. That the Engen is not in full control. I'm not sure.
How do you mean what structure?
I don't know. This is not different.
No, it's different people involved.
So like I said, we don't know the level. What's gonna happen now? We'll see what happens.
It's probably going to be more or less the same.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully will be like that.
Yeah, I mean last year we had obviously issues with the fields and a lot of things, balls falling on players, and I mean the situation at Langa.
Yeah.
So, but luckily, I mean I love it at the Ray Crowns. It was quite nice.
That was nice. Because obviously you see the fields, man. This is number one.
Yeah.
Because you need your players to.
You can walk to the field.
You need your players to play on good fields.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna get quality football, man. You understand? There's no excuses.
Yeah. What do you? If you look at these teams, right? I mean, let's just go with the prediction. Let's go with the prediction.
It's a game prediction time.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get it right the last time.
So, what did you predict in the bell?
I said Stellenbosch City. They weren't even in the final.
None of them got to the final.
You didn't want to predict, but now it's your turn.
I didn't predict, no? Or did I?
Yeah, I wanted to predict.
What I said
like
was,
you want to predict.
I think that Cape Town City is due a bail, that's what I said. But anyway,
Cape Town
City was due a bail, what I did.
Okay, so what do you think? So I'm not going to predict this time. Maybe I'll predict in the next show, but Josh will predict now based on the teams he sees there. Who do you feel will be in the final? Who do you think is firstly, who do you think is the underdog? Number one. Who do you think will be in the final?
Underdogs in this tournament will be probably you have Regersdal, underdog,
last year,
and FN Rangers will obviously be the underdog. That's the two underdogs. Like if I say underdog, I'm saying that they are teams that could challenge.
Yeah.
The academies.
I feel like there's a few that could challenge in there.
Right, that
and Valhalla team is not bad.
And I heard about Valhalla as well.
Yeah, they're producing some nice players.
Yeah. And then the South Cape Town team, we don't know what team's gonna push up there.
Are they gonna have a couple of upsets again? They just confuse the whole bill setup.
They're like, okay, we're gonna beat City and Ubuntu, but we're not gonna go further than that.
Yeah,
but at least I mean they got us something to talk about.
Exactly. And
it was nice because the controversial ways of playing the game.
Yeah.
Like they play
They played a certain amount and people weren't against it.
like,
but at the end of the tournament, that doesn't matter how you win. You know, at the end of the day, you want to win.
The thing is, man, it's not
You
only
get your
about
goals.
the tournament. It's about. But let me tell you this: Liverpool won the league playing that type of football. So what's wrong with South Africa playing that way?
Yeah.
And I mean, why must everyone play out from the back?
Yeah.
Tiki taka. Everyone
And
doesn't
those
play
boys
the
are not
same way.
together that long to also
Exactly. So how can you? They can't
Yeah.
have that connection. You understand?
Yeah, exactly. No,
So,
100%, I agree with you. 100% on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So underdogs you got. So who's gonna be in your final? Are you gonna have?
Let's
game
look at
academies or you gonna
the
have
teams here. Like
Diski?
who has won actually the Engen here?
So last year Ubuntu won it. Alright. No, Stellenbosch. Sorry, Stellenbosch won it last year.
Yeah.
The year before it was Cape Town City.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, against Stellenbosch in the final.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the year before that. It was.
But yeah, there is a couple of holders. The Stellenbosch Ubuntu's a holder.
Look, that
City's a holder.
Ubuntu team.
Cape Town Spurs.
That Ubuntu team, that they have a very good under 16 team. A very good under 16 team.
But
So
are they
I feel
gonna
like
be? Are they gonna be there?
Maybe they're gonna be mixed. I think they will mix
Mixed up with the other guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the other guys are obviously belted it. Maybe they.
So then, if that's the case, then I think. Yo, the thing with Ubuntu recently, like they have good players, good team, but
Yeah,
it's not, they
I
can't
think it's
always
a few
fulfill
things
the.
maybe that's going on. Yeah, I'm not sure.
The full
Yeah.
potential, man. You understand? So I can't put out. Okay, I'll say Cape Town.
I tell you what.
I'll tell you, Cape Town City will be.
Let's not
fine.
predict it now because I don't know who's gonna be in whose group. So let me rather not put you on the crazy. Let's wait for the groups to come out. Then maybe you will have a better picture.
Yeah, but
Or what? Or do you wanna?
I'll say Cape Town City will be in the final.
Okay. In the final.
You cannot give the other team.
Yeah, I think they'll play Ubuntu in the final. I think Ubuntu will be in the final.
Depending if they fall on different sides of the draw, you understand?
If it's like I said, if it's a lot of them are 16s, then I have a feeling.
Yeah, but I mean like
Well,
if they like too close to each other, where they draw each other or.
Yeah, so we can come back and then
That's the
look at it again now. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and also I think you wanted to say thank you to.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
People that's been viewing
thank you
our stuff.
thank you to all the people that's been watching and that's been viewing, that's been subscribing
yeah.
and following us. Look, guys, there's obviously other people also that's doing shows like that. I'm not sure how many is,
Or
but
similar.
but like yeah, this is just us. We're trying to do things, you know,
Yeah,
spice it a bit different, I guess. But yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're gonna try and change setup from time to time as well. But yeah, thank you to everyone that's out there looking after us. And guys, important message, guys. Important message. I see a lot of people out there is copying each other. Stop copying each other, guys. Stop trying to be like the next person. Be different.
We don't want to call the men out, but look
Be
here,
different,
like,
guys. Come on, man. It's too easy to copy. You don't want to be difficult and be different. Like in terms of everything you're doing out there, guys. Even your style, your way you're playing. Like, be you. Don't be like the next person, and you'll be more happier. Alright, that's just my message. A little bit of motivation for you guys out there. Josh, anything on your side? Mr. La Liga?
Nah, I'm cool.
You cool?
I'm just waiting for my pair of Pumas.
You
See this guy.
Yo, this
Guys,
guy.
let's go. Let's go.
We're not going.
Cut.